Hi everyone, once again it is time to tackle the front round bed and put in the annuals. The spring bulbs have started to lay down on the ground. They took weeks, so I've been kind of looking at this, wanting to get this started, but just trying to be patient and wait so that they'll bloom next year. So this is the front of my house, and I have a Pinky Winky hydrangea standard in the center, a beautiful blue pot. It's been here for years. Used to have an evergreen in it, probably lived in it for about 8 years, and then it just died. The soil at the bottom wasn't draining right, and we didn't notice until it was too late. And then of course our evergreen hedge, which we keep trimmed up. I think that's like a compact holly. So this is what it looks like now. And of course we have all the stone around it. I finished this bed up front, and I have some perennial verbena. Put some pops of color with the marigolds. This verbena is so beautiful. And then the diamond frost euphorbia. Some yarrow. Just very cottagey looking up here. I think it'll go nicely in front of the impatiens as it grows in. Then we have lemon coral sedum by Proven Winners. Flanking the rocks. And I left some rocks to get across it for mowing and maintenance. I just thought it looked neat too to have an entranceway inward. We haven't dug them in yet. I'll get that done. So this is it. This is the before. And then we'll get planting after we cut back everything. Then I'll lay down a layer of compost. I just buy it bagged, either mushroom compost or black cow, and put that in to add some nutrients. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so weed whacking definitely takes the bulk of it out when you're doing bulbs. You have to make sure that you're skilled with using one, because boy, they're dangerous. This one's kind of my new tool. I got an Ego self-feeding weed whacker, and I absolutely love it. It's big, it's heavy, but it does the job. And so now I'll just plant as I go around, and any of the little bits will just stay in there. I'll put the compost on top, And after I go around and I do the clipping of the rest of the remaining, you see the daffodils, the tulips are real easy. So the tulips completely come out, but as you see, the daffodils will kind of lay down on you when they're very wet. So the weed whacker doesn't do as good of a job. So I'll go ahead and I will do those by hand quickly, hopefully, and then I'll start the planting. Okay, I've gotten everything pretty well cleaned up. As you can see, there's some balloon flower coming up over here. And then all throughout there is a juga that is in here, which I absolutely love a juga. I know people hate it, but I absolutely adore it. It's not highly invasive, my property, although it does get in the grass, and I guess to other people they might consider it invasive, but for me it's worth it. When it's healthy and happy, it produces such beautiful flowers for a very long time in the spring. So that's where we're at, and you can't completely clean it up. If I put them completely to the ground, the clippers get caught in the mulch, and also I won't know where they're at to put the annuals around them. And so this will make it easier to play it out. But so right now I'm going to spread some compost around just a light scattering of compost, because some was put in the fall. And that'll be the next step, and then planting will start. Okay, all finished. So glad that job is over. It took probably 2 to 3 hours. The bulbs really did make it much harder than it has been in previous years. So I'm going to think on that. Maybe next year I'll just treat them as annuals and take them out whole. And then that way I can make it look neater. It looks better than I had expected. It kind of, when I was working on it, I was a little disappointed because it looked lumpy bumpy, but all in all, I think it's going to be really great with these white Impatiens against that dark fuchsia color. I'm really excited about that, and I'm hoping it turns out the way I want, with just those pops of white setting off the fuchsia. I think what I'm going to do with the Pinky Winky hydrangea, I think I'm going to put some Supertunias at the bottom and hope they get enough sun. They do pretty good for me even without sun. Sorry about the traffic noise. Let that truck pass. Big old trucks. So all in all, I think it turned out better than I had expected. So like I said, I'm glad it's over. That was exhausting. Sun's coming out, so it's really making a glare. Hopefully you can see it. And I'll take some video from the other side also. Okay, so this is the street view, which I love the border I made on the outside. At first I wasn't sure, but I love it now. And I think it's gonna really, as it fills in, it's gonna look beautiful when all the flowers are fused together like they do. Probably a couple weeks from now, it'll look completely different. Hi everyone, please excuse the traffic noise because it's morning and I am a suburban garden like most people. So I'm surrounded by other houses and people going to work. But this is 2 weeks later and it's starting to fill in and looking great. I even have to weed out this front bed. They found their way in. You can see the lemon coral sedum is now gelling together and will spread about. And I got the pot with the Pinky Winky, which if you notice has really filled in. So I underplanted that with the Supertunia vistas. And they are going mad. Believe it or not, I put 6 of them in there because I wanted the different colors. So my husband's been joking with me that they're going to grow all over the evergreens underneath, which they probably will. I will keep them very trimmed up or let them drape down the sides. Excuse my voice, I'm losing it. So I sound like a frog today. And so it's starting to look really great. Coming together. And so that's this year's center bed project. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.